Hello, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. A great economic report and rising gold prices. Yes, an unusual circumstance. Typically, when you have a good economic report, we see the dollar strengthening a bit and the economy doing well, and we typically see gold and silver go down in price, but not today after the jobs report came out. Very interesting indeed. This article comes to us here from the Wall Street Journal. Gold prices swung between small gains and losses before closing higher Friday, after the February jobs report showed U.S. employers hired workers at the strongest pace in a year and a half, but the pace of wage growth eased. Front-month gold for March delivery inched up 0.2% to $1322.40 in troy ounce in the COMEX division of the New York Mercantile Exchange. Prices finished up the week 0.1% swinging based on moves in the dollar and investors' expectations for higher interest rates. Friday's report showed slower than economic wage growth last month, easing some analyst concerns about the Federal Reserve raising interest rates more quickly than expected. However, the strength of the headline jobs number likely spooked some traders, said Bill Baruch, president of the brokerage Blue Line Futures. Gold struggles to compete with yield-bearing assets like Treasury as borrowing costs rise, so a quicker pace of rate increases tends to hurt gold prices. Still, Mr. Baruch said that the weak wage growth could weigh on the dollar and support gold if the Fed has to continue being cautious with its pace of rate increases. The central bank had penciled in 3 increases for 2018 and is widely expected to raise rates again this month. But some investors had projected 4 increases after January's job report showed a pickup in wage growth. I'm still very upbeat on gold, and I think April is going to be a very strong month, said Mr. Baruch. This is a reminder that inflation is a headwind for hiking rates. A weaker dollar was making gold and other dollar-denominated commodities cheaper for overseas buyers Friday. The Wall Street Journal Dollar Index, which tracks the U.S. currencies against the basket of 16 others, was recently down 0.1%. The dollar rebounding from multi-year lows hit last month has hurt commodities in recent weeks. Among base metals, front-month copper for March delivery rose 1.9% to $3.11 to $3.12 a pound to eke out a weekly gain. Prices have fallen 5% this year after hitting a roughly 4-year high in late December, with some investors and analysts worried about an economic slowdown in China, the world's largest consumer. Wow, that's interesting. Their largest consumer of copper. But so very interesting news indeed, and it just goes to show you there's a lot of different factors at play in terms of the gold and silver prices. But when the job numbers came out, I just assumed gold would go down more. But we see the different things, and of course, in each of these little facets, you have psychology at play, and it's just fascinating to kind of see how gold and silver react, and how the dollar reacts, and where things are with those type of entities, and how they affect the price of gold. But as is always the case, I stack, and really no matter what the price is. If gold were to go down to $400 or $500 an ounce, which I know it won't, I'm still a buyer because I believe in it long term. And but nonetheless, it holds true, and it's as a proven asset and hedge against economic instability. And silver is a volatile metal that has the same properties as gold. Yea, though, silver is seen more as a commodity than as money. I do believe it is money, but it's obvious that the prices are pretty volatile for silver. But they're low now, and my feeling is it's undervalued as well. And so My feeling is acquire silver and acquire gold, but definitely silver is the more affordable metal now, so it makes sense that people will be accumulating it. Fascinating indeed, and we shall see what next week holds, and especially now with the geopolitical stage changing, with President Kim Jong-un is going to meet with Trump, has requested a meeting. I sense a little bit of strategy there on both sides as to how that meeting turns out. It'll be very interesting to see. I kind of doubt that he'll give up his nuclear weapons. He'll try to fool the U.S. again, maybe say he will but won't. But we'll see how it all plays out in the end. But nonetheless, this report is about the jobs numbers, and I think that's why we saw gold and silver go up a bit. And here are the gold and silver prices here. We see them. Gold is up, silver is up a little bit, and there it is. So post your thoughts below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to y'all for watching, and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe.